Namaste. Namastizzle. It's your man, Magic LaQuizzle. Peace and blessings. Um, Greetings. Shalom. Waza. Namaste. Hopefully, I know I just spoke to y'all yesterday, but hopefully y'all are having a great Jupiter day. Today is the day of Jupiter. Um, Blue is the color, blue or purple. Today is the day of abundance, prosperity, money, cash, legal tender, Federal Reserve notes. Um, this is the day generally most people do their prosperity workings, their money workings. So when you wear the colors of the planet, it just it there's a better way that I can explain this, but let me see who's in the chat here. If anyone's here yet, don't forget to hit that like button, share, subscribe, tell your friends. You know, Magic is in the house. Um, see. The weather is great here today after like 3 days of 3 days of just gloomy, dreary weather. So that's Texas for you, but I know it's pretty much a couple different other states that's like that. You'll have four different damn seasons in 1 week. So let's see. Over here. Uh, I was looking for something so that it's explained better in this book that I have. Y'all know me and my books, you know. But anyway, I'm not gonna look for it. When you align with the planets, you make the magic stronger, pretty much. When you like, okay, say for instance, that I give you a love spell, you get ready to go out for ladies, you get ready to go out and um, you want to attract a man, okay? Go into a club. So what you would do is wear red panties and bra. Um, that's the color of lust. It's also the color of war, so to speak. But um, say a chant before you go out. You can say the Javanese chant: Puchuk, Pinuk, Selara, Pinuk, Mari, Ditana, Dijari, Mani, Studak, Rain Dunk, Berdili, Rain Duck, Aku, Jugar, Young, Dependung, Manis. Do that 3 times before you go out. Spray yourself down with a mixture of Florida water and rose water. And you do just those simple things. Plus, maybe you have a talisman in your pocket that contains red lodestone and Damiana and fish oil. You do stuff like that where you align with the planet and you're going out on a Friday, the day of Venus. Then it makes the magic that much stronger. So that's what I'm pretty much trying to say. Like if you were wondering what wearing blue would accomplish, that's what it accomplished. If you're doing blue, doing a ritual, you use blue to close in your circle. Okay, you're aligning with the forces, the magical forces. See what I'm saying? Galactic Peace, Caribbean Grimoire. What's going on, brother? Hello, Tosh. What's going on? I know it is like nice in Chicago after y'all had like fucking Arctic weather down there. You know what I'm saying? It's just been ugh. So again, like I said yesterday, Nathan Elkanah is the name that Basil Crouch uses for the Master Grimoire of Magical Rites and Ceremonies, if you want that book. But I really do need y'all's opinion. I wasn't going to go live today since I did it yesterday, but I really would like y'all opinion on something. So I got flagged for the video I did last week. The way this works is they determine us YouTubers, um, if a video is suitable for advertisers. Okay. So they'll manually look through it to see if it's suitable to place ads. Certain subjects, they'll be okay, you got limited revenue on that. All right. So they did that, which I'm not surprised at all. They did this for the one that I did last week and said, let's tackle this topic. Let's go ahead and tackle this topic. That's the video I did last week. Is the first video that I did on racism. Now, I know that I'm very, very careful of how I put things, and I make it a point not to appear angry or aggravated or irritated or anything like that. So I would like to know from you, the audience, if did y'all think I was bad as far as tackling racism? Um, Not bad as in offensive, maybe offensive or just, yeah, offensive. That's the only word I can come up with. Offensive. Do y'all really think, those of you who were here, did y'all think that I was offensive where the video got flagged for not being suitable? I really would like y'all opinion on that. What's up, Sharon? Peace, Bobby L. What's going on? Lydia Morton, hey. Decided to do the fire sword, LBRP, and the Kabbalistic cross today, and I feel great. Yes, warmer here, but it's just as foggy here. We had fog yesterday and the day before. It looks like something out of a goddamn horror movie. You know what I'm saying? It was bad. It was horrible. It was just the sun wasn't out and it was gloomy, just gloomy and dreary. Like if you ever seen Stephen King's movie The Mist, it looked like that. We had fog and it was the ground was wet and it looked like something out of a horror movie. Today it started looking like that, but then you can tell everything's clearing up. The sun came out. So um, that's a good practice, Tosh. I want to give her a shout out and give her flowers now. Tosh does do not grammatically correct, but she does rituals and she gets results. She tells me about them all the time. So shout out to Tosh for sticking with it. I mean, there's a lot of people who have dropped out of this. A lot. Okay. I just choose not to say anything. See what I'm saying? I choose not to say anything. What point? That it's not gonna serves no purpose. See what I'm saying? Peace and blessings, brother Brooks, the Magi. Thank you for the teachings you did on the Necronomicon a while ago. I really enjoyed it. Oh, namaste. Not a problem. You will never win with that topic. That's what I was thinking too. I'm honestly surprised I didn't get flagged earlier, like when I first did it, and it was last Tuesday. And I'm like, really? What did I actually say? And then I was like, I don't feel like going through that hour-long video just to see what I said. You know, um, when I tackle, I make sure I know what I'm talking about. So that nothing I said can be disputed. Nothing I said can be called a lie. Nothing I said can be called a hoax. I come always straight from from the facts, you know. But that's what happens when you got a small group of people running everything. They probably flagged me for saying that too. YouTube has been cracking down on all speech lately. I don't think you are offensive, opinionated maybe, but definitely not offensive. I can accept that. I definitely can accept that. I am very opinionated. You should see me as a teacher. I am actually strict as shit. I'm strict. But I mean, if you come to me to learn, then that's exactly what you're gonna do. I'm a Virgo. I mean, that says it all right there. I'm a Virgo. So, and I didn't see your video, but they literally will flag anything nowadays. Yeah, anything pretty much. You're right. In my opinion, you have not been offensive, being that you're educated in the occult. You're careful not to inflict harm to begin with. However, YouTube equal the machine. Peace and blessings, brother Kunami. I appreciate you saying that, Bobby L. I do. I really appreciate that. I didn't think that I was that bad, to be quite honest, because I can get terrible with that topic. I can get extremely terrible. I can get real offensive with that, but I'm not 23 anymore. And so my delivery is way different. Me and my wife were having this discussion. She said I was intolerable when I was younger. I was intolerable. I was just coming under the teachings of the Nation of Islam. And honestly, I hated everybody who wasn't melanated. Once you reach those teachings, it really does charge you up, so to speak. It really does get you in your feelings and your emotions. I'm way older now, so I'm just gonna come with the facts matter of factly. So, but like I said, they'll flag anything these days, so it is what it is. It is what it is. We are still doing research on the Book of Clarence. Uh, I can't wait to see it now. Me and Konami has been talking about this a lot, and I'm really ready to see what happened, what they put in this movie. Being as though I do know a little something about Clarence 13X. Another book though, y'all, um, that y'all need to pick up is like for this topic that I'm talking about right now. By the way, did any of y'all see the last Mission Impossible? I just got it. Um, when I say I come with the facts, I come with the facts. And most times, the books that I choose to bring to your attention come from certain race of people, right? This book I came across in around 95. Okay. I learned a lot under the Nation of Islam back in the 90s. You know what I mean? But this book is actually written by a Caucasian man, you know? Um, the Iceman Inheritance. Now, you want facts? These are facts. This is nothing but facts. Okay? Prehistoric sources of Western man's racism, sexism, and aggression, with a new introduction by John Henry Clark. Okay? It's written by a white man. Just like, what's that other book called? Behold the Pale Horse. That's another one, right? Um, Behold the Pale Horse. And then you also have um, something about Western civilization. See, when I was coming under it and I had a mentor at the time, I was required to read certain books. Behold the Pale Horse was one of them. The Iceman Inheritance, that's another one. And there's another one. It's a blue cover. It's a blue and black cover. See, because I give credit to the Nation of Islam. They want you to be educated. They really do. They don't want you to speak about something that you're going to be emotional about. Well, I mean, you might become emotional, but they actually want you to speak about facts. And they actually teach you like the measurements of the earth, the size of the planets, and stuff like that. Okay. So good resource, the Nation of Islam's great resource. The last, it went hard. Okay, cool. I haven't seen that last one yet. And somebody said that it is, I heard somebody say recently that it is the best action movie ever put out. The last Mission Impossible. So yeah, I'm gonna check that out. Yes, I loved it. Can't wait for part 2. I actually have this book. Oh, okay. Damn. I'm late on this one then. I'm real late. Peace and blessings. Happy Thursday, Katrina. What's going on? Great book. Yes, classic book. That one gets me big mad. Yeah, books like that will get you mad. Yeah. Is there entities that deal with intelligence to boost your brain power? Ethan, I'm sure I've tackled this question before. Yeah, there are. The Goetia, right off the top of my dome. You could probably reach that one, Astaroth. Okay. Hell, you can go to Lucifer, right? What you have to do though is approach them with respect, but don't be afraid. And meditation on certain spirits sigils can go very far. Okay. Plus, don't forget you need water. All right, water, and you need certain vitamins like B6, DMAE, huperzine egg, which is Chinese moss. Okay. Dealing with intelligence, you have to do your part on that. All right. You have to develop your brain. Your brain is a muscle. The more you use it, the better it gets. Okay. There's certain binaural beats that I don't suggest contacting spirits if you have no magical training. I don't suggest that. But there's other things you can do. Mantras. I'm always suggesting mantras, binaural beats, certain tones, but that's something you really do have to work on. But if you are magically trained, there are certain deities that you can contact, or entities, how you put it, that you can contact to help boost your brain power. Hope that answered your question. Check this author's books, Cheikh Anta Diop. I've never been able to say his name. And that's the first time I attempted to actually pronounce it. Cheikh Anta Diop, The African Origin of Civilization, Myth or Reality. I think I've seen that one. I was into a lot of those books back then, Not saying that they didn't hold no weight. I've just evolved past it. That's all I'm saying when I say that. Yesterday, when I said that Negroes are late to the party, I truly meant it too. How can I put this? How can I put this? I might get I'm probably getting ready to get offensive right now. I am. I'm sure of it. But let's do it anyway. Yeah, let's do it. Fuck it. Fuck it. All right. So I came across this particular post yesterday on Facebook. If I can get the damn thing up. Roots. 47 years ago today, January 23rd, 1977, Roots premiered. It is an American television miniseries based on Alex Haley's 1976 novel Roots, the saga of an American family. Roots received 37 Primetime Emmy Award nominations and won 9. It also won a Golden Globe and a Peabody Award. It received unprecedented Nielsen ratings for the finale, which holds the record as the third highest rated episode for any type of television series and the second most watched overall series finale in U.S. television history. All right, so I'm not going to read all that, but Roots, okay? And I looked, of course, I always looked at the comments. Always. I always look at the comments. I saved this post too, right? Because Roots is a classic example of propaganda. It's a classic example. Okay. Did you know that Alex Haley was sued after it came out? He was sued for plagiarism. Um, Here's an example, though, of how they put out stories about melanated people, and that's where we figure out where our history starts. You know what I mean? That's the classic example. It's roots. Classic example. You gave mantras out on Patreon for lucid dreaming. How long a day should you do them? Lucid dreaming. And if you are struggling with becoming awake in the dream world, what do you suggest? You gave mantras for lucid dreaming. I would say, I'm trying to remember the ones I gave for lucid dreaming. Lucid dreaming. Um, if you're just starting out, I suggest at least 20 minutes per day, 15, 20 minutes per day. It really does depend on your skill level. Like I said, if you're just starting out, I suggest starting at around the 20-minute mark. You know what I mean? The more you do mantras, the faster you get at them. Okay? The faster you get. So don't worry about pronouncing it perfectly or anything like that. Just do it. You see what I'm saying? That's one of the things that's gonna grow with your experience. So you have to do it. The mantras. Okay. You can start off with get you some mantra beads and Om Shreem, Om Shreem, Om Shreem, Om Shreem, Om Shreem. One of the best ways to get used to doing stuff like that, besides saying it, is looking it up on YouTube, because they got pronunciation. The correct pronunciation is usually by Hindu people. If you look up Om Shreem, they may do it for an hour or something like. You don't have to start like that. Okay. But I suggest starting around the 15 to 20-minute mark per day. Or some mantras has a specific amount of times that you need to say it. More importantly, 108 is the mystical, magical number. That's the standard number of times. 108, 1080, 10,800, 108,000. I know that sounds like a lot, but even if you did a one-word mantra, it's not going to take you that long. You'll be surprised how fast time goes. So hopefully I answered that question. And how long a day should you do them? If you are struggling with becoming awake in the dream world, just keep at it. You're just going to have to keep at that one. I promise you, you're just going to have to keep at it. You know, one of the things I used to repeat throughout the day, I would say it mentally, I am on the astral plane. I would say that constantly, to the point that when I became sleep and I'm dreaming, I actually start saying it. It took a while for me to get there. And then I become lucid from that point. Okay. You just gotta have to keep going with that. You gotta keep repetition is the factor there. It's a full moon today. Are you doing any rituals? Am I doing any rituals? I think I did them already. Thursday is one of my busier days. I think I did something with Ishtar though. Ishtar. Yeah, I think I did something with Ishtar. Um, I don't I don't do something every full moon. You know, I'm past that kind of past that point without sounding like I'm bragging. But I also suggest though that you follow the moon phases and certain days when you're just starting out. Okay. But me personally, I think I did it already. It was a small ritual I did. I do take Harataki and Dream Root along with Spirulina. Spirulina is really good. Harataki didn't, it had the opposite effect on me. Harataki actually made me not dream. And I had to stop taking it because I was like, I did 3 days in a row and nothing was happening. I was waking up not remembering anything. As soon as I stopped, I started dreaming again. So if it works for you, cool. I use other herbs though. Live, raw, and one of them. Live, raw. I have to look again, Brother Brooks, because I'm totally not, I'm drawing a blank. Check Anthony T. Browder. Thank you. That's the one I was thinking about. That's it. Nile Valley Contributions to Civilization. And there's another one he wrote. Anthony T. Browder. That's the one I was looking for, though. That's the one I was trying to remember. There's another book of his. Um, From the Browder File is an excellent book. That's the name of it. That's the name of it. From the Browder File. That is an excellent, excellent book. As a matter of fact, Nile Valley Contributions to Civilization, from the Browder File, those two. Since you are answering questions, I have two. Okay. Can the Tesla 369 manifestation ritual be used to banish, or is that just for drawing things to you? And what do you think about the new scripting? Scripting. Scripting. Explain the last part, but the Tesla 369 manifestation can be used to do whatever you want. I've used that for both positive and negative workings. Okay. But yeah, I use dual nature. I'm very dual nature. I use everything for multiple purposes. So yeah, to answer that question, it can be used to banish. Absolutely. Magic TikTok phase. Oh, the new script in the Magic TikTok phase. This is just the way, like I was reading yesterday in the book about how, they're keeping people away from, they're dumbing down everything. Let me pull that up again. Let me pull that book up so I can quote exactly what it said. No, that's not it. What am I doing? Advanced, I think it's Advanced Magic for Beginners. Yeah, Advanced Magic for Beginners gives an excellent synopsis on this. Okay. Now, 30 years on, chaos magic, like much of magical culture, has fallen prey to extreme postmodernism. The tradition has degenerated to such an extent that many of its practitioners now claim it's just a theory, despite the fact that it is clearly synonymous with a body of work and an unquestionable aesthetic. Instead of attempting to understand magic by discovering what the practice has to offer through experience, these extreme postmodern magicians deconstruct our rich and varied magical heritage to one correct answer. All truth is relative, except for their omniscient knowledge that this is so. with the benefits of magical practice reduced to immediate material effect. I already know everything magic has to offer, and anything else that isn't a material result isn't magic. Perfect synopsis of what I think. Greetings, S Lady. How are you doing? Surprised to see you. It's just everything, like he said further in that book, everything is an attempt to make it so dumb. Everything is dumbed down. That's why you have to find a legit teacher, a legit mentor, because everything is dumbed down. That's why it's on TikTok. In ancient times, to learn magic, you had to go at the foot of a teacher. It wasn't out there for everybody to just grab and say, oh, I'm a magician. It wasn't like that. It was a sacred art. You know, now it's you go on TikTok and you got just any and everything. You really think rituals on how to take somebody out is on social media, or how to manifest a windfall of money? You really think that formula is on social media? It's not. Okay, it's not. But you got every single tradition is just dumbed down. Everything's dumbed down now. So that's my opinion on it. I am a coffee drinker. The caffeine makes for lighter sleep, which helps with having lucid dreams. Is something I learned from the Cosmic Comics. Coffee, absolutely. I astral project natural for years, projecting all over the universe. Wish I could do it. I'm still not adept in that. Now I am researching the process properly. That's what I'm talking about. The best book on that would be called Astral Dynamics by Robert Bruce. Astral Dynamics. Okay? Any other book is just going to have you just using your imagination. That's not going to fucking get you in. You know what I mean? And a lot of people will give up if they don't get results like right away. So it's dumbed down, Tosh. I'm still on your question. Magic TikTok is on another craze phase where everyone is doing scripting to rewrite their life. Maybe it's because I'm cynical in nature. I don't trust most people. I just don't, you know. Please follow the tips that I give y'all to find someone. You know, if you're trying to learn, you can test out the person's knowledge or something. I mean, this should be common sense. There's something I wanted to share with y'all. Let's go to it. Let's see. Where am I? Okay. There we go.
Another country and take over its economic system in a matter of 40 years, then you need to be taking that on a daily basis. So that's why I recommend it. So they went to the sea, they understood the minerals, and they understood the chlorophyll molecule. The chlorophyll molecule is the first cousin to melanin. They look exactly the same almost, except they have a different core element in the center. So that's very important. That's why dark green leafy vegetables are always the friend to a melanin dominant individual. And I don't mean greens cooked for hours with meat, because that is trash and you might as well throw that out. So green vegetables that are lightly steamed or eaten raw is what I'm talking about, because they still have to be green for them to have the effect on cleaning the melanin. They can't be dark brown or olive green because you've destroyed that. Okay? Thank you.
and they just recently put me on a medication called Asmacort, and there are times that I do take the medicine that it does not help. So what can I do health-wise that I won't have to take the Asmacort or the Primatene Mist to clear my asthma up?
Okay. Asthma is interesting, and as above, so below. You know, we have 5 bodies. Most of us have 4, hoping to build an extra one known as the 5th body. So we have a soul body, we have a mental body, an emotional body, and a physical body. The spiritual body is something that each and every one of us is asked to create for ourselves this lifetime. And so how creation works in this dimension is that anything on the physical level originates from the invisible. And so that is to say that every disease has a mental, spiritual, or should I say a mental and emotional origin, as well as a physical origin. From the physical level, I have found that many people have inflicted asthma or lung problems on themselves that are melanin dominant because they eat dairy products. We cannot eat dairy products after the age of 5 years old. And the only dairy products that Africans can metabolize properly has to come from a human. Not from a cow, not from a goat, not from any other animal except a human. So if you do not have access to yogurt made from human milk, milk made from human milk, cheese made from human milk, then as a melanin dominant individual, that is not what you're supposed to eat. It has taken millions of years for the Caucasians to inculcate in their genetic memory the capacity to use a lower animal's excrements. You have to understand that milk is an excrement.
Excrement.
Butter is an excrement from an animal. And to be able to metabolize that and break it down has taken millions of years of them eating that to be able to utilize it properly. So therefore, they had no choice because of the amount of protein and fat that they needed to stay warm in a cold climate to use the excrement of lower animals to sustain themselves. And so therefore, after eating that for millions of years, they are able to break it down. We cannot break that down after the age of 5 years old. And so giving our children milk and dairy products, giving ourselves that, it actually clogs up the intestines. When the intestines get clogged up, then it actually then builds up into the lungs. So as above, so below. So you want to have healthy lungs, you've got to have a healthy digestive tract. Constipation is one of the main reasons why so many people have lung disease. Secondly, also eating mucousy foods and not getting the mucus off the walls of your colon. Thirdly, inappropriate exercise. That is, what do you do to really stress your lungs? If you want to maintain something, you have to use it. Most people, when they start having problems with a part of their body, the first thing they do is want to cut it off and not use it. If you do not use it, you will lose it. So that means that if you want to get over this impairment in your lungs, then you must walk. You must exercise. And you don't do it until you fall out, but you do it until it becomes uncomfortable for you. And then you do it the next day. And you do it the next day. And what will happen is that you will find that it no longer becomes uncomfortable, and then you can do more. And then more will become uncomfortable. And then you keep doing that until it no longer becomes uncomfortable. And then pretty soon you'll find that regular exercise no longer is a problem. You understand what I'm saying? Many of us have parasites that because of eating animal flesh, that we have worms in our colon, and they can stay there for up to 35 years. And so when those worms lay their eggs twice a month at the new moon and the full moon, you will go into an asthma attack. And so therefore, you have to then make sure that you do not have worms, and you have to take a dewormer. So many times I've seen patients in full-blown asthma only because it's at the new moon when the eggs are circulating in their bloodstream. So therefore, they go to the doctor and get full of cortisone shots and epinephrine and a whole bunch of other stuff when they need to be dewormed. So when you deworm them and they load the toilet up full of the worms, they don't have asthma anymore.
Thank you so very much.
All right.
She said a mouthful, didn't she? And so mental, physical, spiritual, all of that goes together, and especially what she's talking about. Remember, I said if you don't want to just like fast, at the very least, detox. Okay. A lot of people are walking around with worms and other kind of parasites, and they think something's wrong with them. Okay. All of this, your health is very important to you practicing magic. Okay. You can't be a sickly individual and manifest shit. You know what I'm saying? And also, did you catch what she said? Milk is not meant for us. Of course, it's not. It comes from a cow and it's an excrement. You see what I'm saying? This particular lecture by Jewel Pookrum is full of information. I suggest if you can find it, please get it. Okay. She is on point about everything she talks about. We're listening to you on the way home. Well, I hope you enjoy. Robert Bruce is cool. He is cool, down to earth, bought a few of his courses. That's what's up. Astral Dynamics continues to be the best book on astral travel, you know, giving you the mechanics of it. All right. And it's going to take you some work. And here's yet another thing that people think is going to manifest pretty quickly. It's not. Same thing with brain power. All right. You have to have a healthy body, a healthy temple. This is why I stress supplements. If you can't eat certain foods, get supplements. I showed you my daily routine already. Ginger should be one of them. Zinc should be another. Okay. When people were getting what that thing was 4 years ago, when they were getting that, I was making care packages. And in those care packages contained zinc because you have to have a healthy immune system. Okay. All of this shit goes together, y'all. All of it. Okay. All of it. All right. You can't increase your intelligence yet be full of worms. Right. Okay. I'm gonna stop there because I was about to say something. Peace Magic. I have a question. Are there occult exercises or behavioral practices or nutrients you know of that can treat depression? Yeah, absolutely. Good question. Occult exercises, there's so many. You know what I'm saying? There's so many. I can't pinpoint one, but what I can tell you is this. Depression is usually an imbalance in the brain. All right. What Jewel Pookrum was just saying about deworming, that's one thing. But also cleansing regularly, detoxing regularly, exercise, and sun. You can also take dopamine, the feel good hormone. All right, dopamine in the form of dopa mucuna, DOPAMUCUNA. All right, I take that every day. I'm in a good mood all day. Gotta take it twice a day. Take it once for breakfast, once for dinner. Okay. You can also use St. John's wort. St. John's wort in the tea, or you can take the tablets, or not tablets, but the capsules, or whatever, the pill. But St. John's wort is used for curing depression. There's all kinds of natural supplements and herbs that you can, and you'd be surprised, well, maybe you wouldn't, but there's a lot of people walking around depressed, stressed, and just unhappy. Even the people who have everything on a platter given to them because of their skin color, they walk around to the maddest motherfuckers on earth. You know what I mean? So this applies to everybody. Okay? Healthy temple. Right? You should go to the bathroom 3 times a day, at least. Right? There's people not going to the bathroom but once a week. That's not healthy. It's not. Your body's not meant to sit around and just collect toxins. Right? Or eat this food that's not food. Okay? Drugs masquerading as food is another book you should have. Okay? The book that I suggested in case anything goes wrong, Survival Guide, The Art of Shinku. There's so many gems in that book where they list the vitamins and the supplements to tell you what they treat. And there's quite a few supplements and vitamins that use to treat depression. B6, another one. Get a B complex. Get you all your B vitamins. Okay. These things, depression have a root cause. Right? I'm all about getting to the root of the problem. Hope that answered your question, sir. I love the lecture on gate walking you did, Brother Magick, with Dark Lord and a few others. I don't remember their names. Dark Lord and Messiah El Bay, aka oh, damn it, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Messiah El Bay. I can't, wow. Warlock Asylum. Damn. Brain freeze. Okay? Brain freeze. And I just had a big bowl of fruit. I had pineapple, strawberries, grapes, cherries, and almonds. Okay? Here's yet another gem for you to use as far as your health is concerned. Green leafy vegetables, just like she said. Okay? Not cooked for an hour in meat, but damn near raw. I love broccoli that way. It's crunchy. All right? But fruits and vegetables. The very simple things that people avoid is what can help with all these things. Okay, besides magic. Let's get away from magic for a minute. Okay, because there's some things that you need to do physically. Okay, again, I will suggest meditation, binaural beats. There are actually binaural beats and power mind waves that you can use to cleanse chakras, okay? And your third eye. All right, here's yet another one. Decalcifying the pineal gland, okay? You have no idea how small that little gland, it's about that big, right here, about that big. It controls so much, okay? And yet people walk around with calcified pineal glands. Okay. Please let me know if I answered your question. Cashew ice cream is just as delicious as cow ice cream, but it's healthy for us. I've never heard of cashew ice cream. I am going to look into that, Tosh. What's up, Angelus Carter? Welcome. Karimi, that was a fire lecture. Can you, Magick, do another where you go into your experiences with the Necronomicon? That'll be up to those brothers. Okay. I just spoken to both of them earlier this week, and we were just catching up, kind of. But all three of us got kind of busy lives, you know, so we would have to coordinate where all three of us are free at the same time, and we did three of them, though, you know, not very far apart. It's called the Gatewalkers Dialogue, the Gatewalkers Dialogue Part 2, and then the Al-Azif discussion, okay? That is definitely a system of magic that if it is, you have to experience it. And I'm talking about going through supernatural shit. I got attacked by some birds one time. During my gatewalker, I got attacked by some birds. Those little brown fucking birds that's harmless. But yet still they kept coming in my face. I was walking. All I was doing was walking. I think I was walking from my mailbox. And these birds just was like trying to get my attention and shit. Shit like that. That's not normal, because those birds, I've never seen those birds bother anybody. Okay? So, super late, but I'm right on time. What's up, Brother Moore? I'm gonna just start calling you Brother Late. Brother Late just got out of a work meeting. You stay in work meetings, brother. Thank you. Oh, no problem, man. No problem. You know. The baby brown birds, yeah, maybe starlings, I don't know. But those birds, at least 10 of them. I'm bullshit you not. You know I don't get on here and I ain't trying to impress nobody, and I'm not lying on trying to make myself, fuck all that. This actually happened to me. Those little baby brown birds, I swear, it was like 10 of them. They just kept coming. And I'm like, It looked like the fucking movie The Birds. I swear. It wasn't that many, but they was just like 5 minutes. And I kept swatting them away. And I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And so many crazy things happened to me during that initiation. It didn't make no kind of sense. Where if I had any kind of doubt of anything, that cleared everything up. That system of magic is the shit. It really is. You have to really be serious about magic if you want to try and get into the Necronomicon, the gate walking process. And it is strenuous, it is hard, but in the end, it's totally worth it. Cashew ice cream. Hey, but Sister Righteous, what's going on? What do you have planned for a full moon in Leo tonight? Not a goddamn nothing. The end of the day, usually my wife and I are winding down, and so we just spend time together. I still didn't get to everything I wanted to talk to. But these are some of the books that I suggest. One thing I will mention, though, I wasn't trying to be funny, Angela Carter. I really don't have anything planned today. It's been a long day. I know by the time night comes, I'll be tired, and I'm not doing anything. No, don't forget, though, if you are doing something for the full moon, don't forget that the full moon energy is available to you for 3 days prior and 3 days after. Okay, so you got a window, 6 days. All right, pretty much 7, if you include the day of the full moon. 3 days prior, 3 days after. So say you missed something, you intended to do something for the full moon. Oh shit, I forgot. You still got 2 more days. Okay, 2 more days. It sounds like an astral protection ritual. I was fully awake and I was walking in my neighborhood. That was not astral projecting. That was not astral projecting. Another experience I give y'all is there's a store about 5 miles away from my house. Okay? As I was leaving, it's owned by an Hindu or Indian guy or something like that. As I was leaving, there was a homeless guy sitting outside. And the guy said, "Hey man, can you," we always converse a little bit, if I buy something and then I leave. That's the end of it. We're just real friendly. And he said, "Hey, this guy, he's looking for someone to take him home. Can you help him out?" I was like, I'm hesitant about putting somebody, honestly, we all are. I ain't gonna lie. He's a homeless guy. I said, okay. So I walks outside, he's sitting on the bench, and scruffy Caucasian guy, you know. The guy said, "You need a ride somewhere?" And he said, "Yeah, I'm just going home." Real meek, real humble guy. So, okay, I'll take you. I was going to say no. I'll be very honest. I was going to say no. But he said, okay, I'll take you. Something just told me to take him. So I get in the car. He lives maybe a mile away. It wasn't far at all. It maybe took 2 minutes to get there, if that. Looked like he was staying in some like this barn or something. Okay. He gets out, he thanks me. He hands me $15. He hands me $15. And I was like, "Oh no, don't worry about it." He insisted that I take that money. I said, "Okay, thanks." I wasn't expecting that because I really didn't want to take it. He looked like he needed it, He gave me $15. Come to find out, 15 is the number of Ishtar. And as soon as I told one of my mentors that, they was like, "Ishtar, that's Ishtar." Oh, okay. Because the desire to take him, because I was going to say no, and I immediately changed my mind. I was like, okay, you need to take this guy home. You've been damn near in that situation before. How would you feel? You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's a small thing. You take it or leave it. Okay. But this guy didn't look like he had 15 hours to spare, and come to find out the number of Ishtar. Okay. Peace, Sister Righteous. Do mantras under the full moonlight. There's an idea. Under the full moonlight. You good. It's in my sign. I'm excited. I'm wondering if you can do money spells since it's Thursday. Absolutely. Remember, I'm always saying though, even though it's Thursday, doing a money ritual on the day, but in a different hour is very powerful also. Like today, if I want to do a money ritual, I'll do it on the sun hour. That's the one that people miss. Sunday is a great day for doing prosperity work and abundance working, money workings. Okay, 3 colors: yellow, gold, burnt orange. Those are the colors of the sun. All right, free tip for you. Do it in a sun hour. It's still Thursday, and let's see. There is there a is there another sun hour today? It is. It will be at 10:29 p.m. to 11:36 p.m. So it's going to be late, but it's there. But you missed it. Sun hour, we just passed it. As a matter of fact, we just passed it. 3:22 p.m. to 4:14 p.m. was the sun hour. Okay. Or do the prosperity workers, the money workers, or whatever in the Jupiter hour. A Jupiter hour on a Jupiter day wearing blue or purple. The next Jupiter hour will be 8:14 p.m. to 9:22 p.m. Okay? And there you have it. Queen of Heaven and Earth, Ishtar, absolutely. Do you have any experiences with the Pentacles of Saturn? Book suggestions or simple spell. No experiences with the Pentacles of Saturn. I really honestly had no desire to work with that planet. Now, if I'm trying to banish something or remove something, then yeah, I work on a Saturday, but that's the day of the Sabbath. I tried to do as little as possible on that day. But the only ones that I work with, I have the Moon Pentacles, I have Jupiter, which I'm wearing right now. As a matter of fact, I got 2 Pentacles of Jupiter on me right now. Let's see. That black one, see that? That's another Pentacle of Jupiter. So, but the only book that I would suggest as far as Pentacles of Saturn, some people swear by that particular planet. I don't work with that planet, not a lot. The Book of Solomon's Pentacles. Trying to think. If you give me 1 second. Let me see. Give me a second, y'all. I'm sure I can find it. I found it. The Seals of Solomon. Seals of Solomon. There's a specific title though. I'm gonna have to get back to you on that because I can't wait. The Greater Key of Solomon. The Greater Key of Solomon 2. That's the book you want. Yep. The Greater Key of Solomon 2, second part, that's the book you want. Here it is right here. Okay. You got 7 pentacles consecrated to Saturn, which is black. 7 pentacles consecrated to Jupiter, which is blue. 7 pentacles consecrated to Mars, red. To the sun, yellow. To Venus, green. To Mercury, mixed colors, but I actually say orange. 6 pentacles consecrated to the moon, silver, or you can use white. And this is what the pentacles of Saturn look like. For the example, this is the first one right here. And it says, this pentacle is of great value and utility for striking terror into the spirits. Wherefore, upon its being shown to them, they submit, and kneeling upon the earth before it, and they obey. See what I mean? And then you got it goes through every pentacle of Solomon. So the Greater Key of Solomon, part 2, to answer your question. Jupiter hours at 8 p.m. tonight. It sure is. Val Cadman, Mahabidya. I had no idea how to say that. Mantra Magic book has a ritual under the full moon. Turn to the chapter, whatever that word is, the bringer of wealth. That's good. Working in the dark always hits. It absolutely always hits. Dope idea. Peace and blessings, Sister Moon Feather. Namaste. Caught me on my way out, though. Don't ever be sorry for being late. Brother Moore is late all the time. I also got a cinnamon broom for Walgreens. Sweeping your entryway with the cinnamon broom. It's another good idea. Saturn is heavy energy. It's absolutely heavy. I heard Saturday is good for cleansing. It's the best day for cleansing, for banishing negativity, negative people, negative vibes, energy, situations, whatever. That's the one for honor too. Yep. Okay, you see? I've never seen that in black for that Jupiter pentacle. Yeah, it comes, it's in both colors, kind of. I got it, luckily. Thank you, sir. Absolutely, not a problem. Good looking, Caribbean Glumar for the gem. What are ways to get rid of parasitic entities? You have to deworm, okay? There's certain herbs that I actually can't get into right now. I wish you had asked me that earlier. There's certain herbs that deworm you. There's certain, all right, here's something you can do. You can get spirulina, or you can get wheatgrass or chlorella. Chlorella is excellent, and it removes heavy metals. It is nasty, though. I warn you, it is nasty as shit. Spirulina, chlorella, and wheatgrass, and there's a third one. I can't remember the name. Get some natural greens like that, okay? But you have to be dewormed, and here's where you have to do your research, sir. Okay? That's going to do it for me today, y'all. I have to go. I have to get out of here. I don't know the last time I did a live 2 days in a row, but thanks, y'all, for joining me. Thanks for the questions. I do appreciate it. Like I said, I do have a very specific audience. I think y'all are intelligent. Y'all the shit. Love interacting with y'all. But that is it for me today. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, as well as the weekend coming up. If you're going to do some full moon rituals, you got about 3 hours before Jupiter hour comes up, okay? Doing it in the dark, like someone else mentioned, use talismans of Jupiter, you know, or you do it in the sun hour. See what I mean? But make use of the full moon energy, okay? I am the one and only, the mystical, the sorceress, the magical, the intelligible, concise, complete, the one and only Magick LaCroix. I will see y'all next time. I think I have a special guest coming next time, next week, and I think y'all gonna enjoy it. Until next time, as I greet you in peace, namaste. Peace, y'all.